Hi, I'm Sara Gelsheimer and I'm a Senior Wealth Manager at Plancorp. And today I want to talk to you about having money conversations with your parents. Let me tell you a quick story. So I work with clients who are in their 70s and they have 3 adult children. They had a financial conversation with 2 out of their 3 children, but the 3rd child, they said, had no interest in hearing about it. Fast forward a few years and I now work with all 3 adult children on their own personal financial situations. And child number 3 had come to me and said he was really interested in making a career change. He was in a career that was very lucrative right now, but he was just not very happy. And he wanted to know that if he did make this change, he would still be setting up his family for success down the road, and wondered if his parents' financial situations would factor into that at all. So I encouraged him, of course, to reach out to his parents and have that conversation, and he did. And I received such positive feedback from both the parents and the son, saying how grateful they were they had had the conversation. So again, you should never assume who does and doesn't want to have that conversation. Now, is the conversation likely to be awkward? Probably. But is there a lot of benefits to come from the conversation? Absolutely. So how do we have these conversations? I would say, first of all, try to have the conversation in person. Second of all, consider including a trusted third party if you think that that would be helpful. And lastly, try to keep a positive spin on the conversation. Obviously, talking about incapacitation and death is not exactly a fun topic, but there is a way to go about these conversations in a positive way. So I want to give you 3 different conversation starters that you can use to have these conversations with your parents. So first of all, you can say something along the lines of, Mom and Dad, my spouse and I are meeting with our financial advisor, and we're making sure that we have all of our financial pieces put together, making sure we can retire at age 65, making sure we can send the kids to college, making sure we can give to the charities we care about. I wanted to make sure there was nothing in your financial situation that we should take into consideration while we're planning our own financial lives. Okay, so this conversation starter shows that you are taking responsibility for your own financial future, which is great. And it also allows them to give the opportunity to share anything that they may have hoped to do. For example, I have a lot of clients who like to or provide assistance for education for their grandchildren. Now, if they never express this to their children might be socking away lots of money into a 529 education account when really that money could be better put towards their own retirement. So having this knowledge up front can be extremely helpful. The next conversation starter could be something like this. Mom and Dad, my spouse and I have recently met with our attorney, and we're getting all of our estate documents in order. And it has been so helpful to have all that laid out and have a good understanding of who's going to be responsible for what if something were to happen to us. If I'm going to be responsible for any of the estate administration for you, I would love to see copies of your estate documents so I have a heads up on what my responsibilities will be. Okay, so this conversation starter shows that you two are getting your estate documents in order, and first of all, encourages them to get them if they don't already have estate documents. But if they do have estate documents and you're going to be involved in that administration, it's great to get copies of those in advance, so you're not trying to piece everything together and grieve the loss of your parents at the same time. The last conversation starter is to say something along the lines of, I want to make sure that after you're gone, your wishes and your legacy live on. I would love to hear more about what's important to you whenever you feel comfortable enough to share that. So this conversation starter shows that you obviously want to uphold your parents' wishes, and maybe you already know what they're really interested in. Maybe there's certain charities that they've always given to or volunteered with. But this is, I feel like, a really positive way to make sure that you're upholding their legacy after they're gone. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope that you're better able to go out and have these seemingly awkward conversations. Good luck.